Lars Rørbakken, welcome to the Armwrestler podcast, sir.
Thank you, sir.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great, getting ready for East versus West.
Well, yes, 9 days by the watch for your amazing super match.
Yeah.
In the East versus West 14 in Florida. And actually, if I am not wrong, it's the second time you're going to face the same opponent, Mad Mask, in a super match. Because
second time. I meet him in Armwrestler approximately maybe 12 years ago. It's a long time, 10, 12, something like that.
Yeah, I watched that match some time ago, 2 or 3 days ago, obviously when I was doing just some recap of the stuff. I think you bet him like 5-1, something like that. It was a good match. And
5-1. 5-1.
Do you think that this time the match is going to be any different, or you expect the same result?
I hope for the same result, but I think he have progressed a lot, and I'm not sure, Stan, because I have been break and do different things and in and out from this. I was bigger.
Oh, Lars, we lost you for a little bit. Now you're back.
Now I'm back. Yeah. I was bigger and stronger then, but I have trained more specific now, so maybe some area I'm better now. I'm not sure. I'm a lot lighter and my endurance is better, but my raw power maybe a little bit weaker, and he's maybe stronger. So it will be a difficult match, but I think it will be a good match if I just can stop his crazy hit.
Let's do like a small introduction, a resume about you for anyone who's watching and doesn't really know who are you. So you are Lars Rørbakken. You are a strongman as well, because you still compete or training. This is a good point. Are you still, because I don't know this, so you can tell me if you are still training as strongman or you are only doing arm wrestling now?
Only arm wrestling. I do a little bit strongman, but not like crazy like before. Just for fun, to keep in shape and general strength. 12 years ago, I was pretty hard into strongman.
Yes.
And I did like Champions League with Sadrunas Viskas and all this. Yeah, I did really high level. I was not in the top, but I was in top in Nordic country, and on a good day I was in the middle in international competition. So then I was a lot bigger than now. So yeah, I have slimmed down a lot and more athletic now.
Did you mention Sidrunas Savikas?
Yeah, I competed against him several times. So that's just good memory. Great guy, strong guy.
Oh yes, absolutely. Yeah. When I was doing powerlifting, I was absolutely a freak guy about him. He was a Mariusz Pudzianowski. Mariusz Pudzianowski, Sidrunas Savikas, my favorites of more or less the new era.
Yeah, Sadrunas was way above me, but when we had some event like arm over arm or truck pull, I was not far behind. I was very close when I get to use my arms. But overall, strongman, of course, I think he's the best ever. So yeah, I was nowhere close to him.
As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we have a former strongman here with very good anecdotes, competing with Sidrunas Savikas, but way above his level, but with very good anecdotes. Now a full-time arm wrestler. And if I'm not wrong, we've been seeing you a couple of times, 3 or 4 times in King of the Table, Heta Morris, Valera,
and Michael Todd.
That was the most recently.
Yeah.
Now, I think a couple of years ago, you also faced, I think it was in Australia, because I don't remember right now. It was John Bersang. You pulled him once in a kind of a show.
Yeah, I did. I was there for the strongman. I actually competed in the strongman. But it was like when the strongman was finished, I go straight to match with John. So that was a fun memory as well.
Yeah, amazing, man. And now I think if I'm not wrong, your debut as well in the East versus West.
Yeah, first time. Yeah.
Well,
looking forward to it. It's a great opportunity.
Are you nervous about it?
Yeah, but in a good way. if I'm not nervous, usually it's no good. I need to be a little bit nervous. So you focused and you, do the things you need to do to get in shape. And yeah.
I will throw you the easy one, my friend, for all the guys that are watching. How a strongman of decent level as you had, well, you're still training, but you're not obviously competing anymore. How it was a transition for you from a strongman to arm wrestling? Was it very difficult for yourself to adapt to this kind of training, completely different sport? How it was?
Yeah, the thing is that actually I was arm wrestler before I was a strongman.
Oh.
Yeah, I actually started when I was very young, back in '98. I did arm wrestling for approximately 10 years, maybe a little bit more. And then I quit arm wrestling and I did strongman for maybe 6, 7, 8 years. Then I quit strongman, and then I have been focused on arm wrestling strongman all in for so many years. So I just wanted to do a lot of different physical things. I climbed Mont Blanc. I did some bicycle race, not high level, but I did the Everest challenge, if you know what it is. You go up the height of Mount Everest with bike in one day. I wanted to test myself for a lot of crazy stuff. And then I last fall, I think it's 10 months ago, maybe a little bit more. Engin and Devon called me and asked me if I want to come back to arm wrestling. I have been thinking about it for many years, but I was not sure. But when they asked, okay, this is a good opportunity for me. So I was right into it. Yeah. And here I am, back again.
Absolutely. You surprised many of us with your great match with Varela.
Yeah, actually, I was a little bit
that was a
surprised as well.
beautiful match.
Yeah.
The way you fought it, like you've lost the first 2 or 3 rounds. If I'm not wrong, you lost them, and then you catch the right,
I don't
wait
think
for the
I lost
press.
I don't think I lost the first one because he got the elbow fall. But yeah, I lost maybe the second one, the third one, or something.
Yeah, something like that. And in the end, you won the last, because it was like you were like 3-3 anyway. You were Ross at the end, and you just got the final via
Final push,
yeah, my English has just gone. The very last round, it was a very nice match, man. Very, very nice match. And
thank you.
I remember, thanks to you, man, for the show. I mean, if it wasn't for athletes like you and for what the sport is, I wouldn't be doing this. I wouldn't be doing arm wrestling. That's 100% accurate.
It's important what you are doing as well, building the sport together. So yeah, we're very important. If people don't follow and make podcasts, then the sport will never progress. So yeah, it's very important what you are doing as well.
Thank you, sir. I'm very humble. I mean, you can see here I have my table, and I have there a title I won in April, alongside with a medal and another 2. I got this year. I got two tournaments. I don't have the level yet to be in the East or West, but my point is, I'm enjoying this sport like anybody else. I'm a competitor and a fan. I'm enjoying all of this, and I mean, I'm not going to say that I'm not going to say the lack, because I really put a lot of work into having these social media. 4 years doing more or less this since I started. I've lost a lot of weight, but the point is, I've been slowly doing my things because I really enjoy this.
Yeah.
If I didn't like arm wrestling and I didn't have the passion that I have it,
no,
definitely
of course
wouldn't
not.
be here. Absolutely. And I remember once I tried my ex-partner to watch one of the events with me, and she was saying, like, I don't know how you could stand so many hours, because it was 6-7 hours event, and it's boring. It's like, well, because you wouldn't understand. Just leave it. It's fine. But if it wasn't for the shows that you guys are having, the matches, alongside with, sometimes watching the trash talk and all the dancing prior to a match and so on, it's entertaining. But if it wasn't obviously for the sport itself, for what we can see.
Yeah, what King of the Table and East versus West is doing is just amazing for the sport, I think. Yeah.
I 100%, 100%. But okay, I will. You know what? I'm going to shoot you. I have some very nice questions for you.
Yeah.
First one, buddy. Let's talk a little bit about training. If you're happy, what will be your, let's just say, your training methodology, your training philosophy? How do you like to train?
You mean general or for arm wrestling?
Let's just say for arm wrestling specific, how will be your workout distribution in a week? If you do like general training as well during a week, either especially I would suppose that there is a change on your normal workout when you are off season than when you are on season. But let's just say in general, if you want to let me know everything together, how's your workout distribution in a week?
Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, I always train a lot. Maybe I should, if I'm going even harder into arm wrestling in the future now, maybe I have to cut down a little bit in gym time and mountain climbing and bicycle and all the stuff I do. But the first thing I did when Angame called me last year and I'm gonna go back into arm wrestling was I knew I was rusty and I haven't been in it for many years, but I have some friends around me who want to train all the time, so I've been in the table a little bit here and there. But the thing was, I didn't do any exercise for arm wrestling when I started my comeback. I just wanted to do a lot of table time. And that's when I've been doing now for the last 10, 11 months, just lots of table time.
Lots of table time.
Lots of table time, yeah. Yeah. And not always that hard, but just be on the table several times a week. And maybe once a week I go hard. And I have been travel around in Norway for find the best people and the best heavyweight to get a lot of good sparring. So yeah, I think table time is the most important thing, at least for me, because I think compared to a lot of other arm wrestlers, my general strength is very good. I train all my body. I do all kinds of lift, pull-ups, bench press, like I do strongman and deadlift, squats, everything. So I don't need more time in the gym. I need more time on the table. But now, when I've been into it for close to a year, maybe I will start to do more all the new specific tools and this kind of thing to see how that works. But I will stick to a lot of table time. Yeah.
And in your experience, because we are in the era of internet and we can see like 600 million of different videos with exercises, more or less, we all know more or less the basic exercises that we can see in the gym. For example, so you can understand me, Devon lifts, for example, is a very famous exercise let's just say.
What
Very
you
good
say?
example.
What you say? What exercise you were talking about?
For example, Devon lift, that one.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So especially for all the guys that are starting, oh well, not only for the guys that are starting, for all of us in general, in your experience, what are the exercises that you do in the gym that will transfer better to table strength in your experience?
My experience is maybe a little bit different because I have a special technique like the flop wrist press. So before, when I was big and strong and active in arm wrestling, and I was maybe at my best, I did a lot of close grip bench press, dips, French press, and press with like a cable and going like this, rotation, a lot for my shoulders and shoulder health, like to do all this kind, because it's very what you call it, it's a high pressure on your shoulder when you do like the dead wrist press. So I did all like these kind of things, but now after my comeback, I'm starting to do a lot more open, like top roll and hook, and then I do in the gym, of course, I do with weights and maybe the big plates with open in the end. I do like you can hold like this.
Yeah.
And I do forearms. I do a lot for mostly for recovery and blood flow. Like I said, I am a lot of much table time, and then I go to the gym. I do like, this way, and you stand and you do the forearms like
Yes.
behind you, this way for brachialis, and I try to hit all kind of things, and have a good blood flow to recover faster. Yeah. And of course, I like to be strong all over body. So I know in arm wrestling again, I do a lot of heavy rows, pull-ups, weighted pull-ups, everything. Like I feel strong in the upper body.
Yeah. I had a podcast with Paul Lin, and I remember he was telling me more or less the same, that he likes to be strong in general strength, even, for example, doing power racks. And then that the exercises that he does in his breaks are specific for arm wrestling, like the general strength transfers specific to to the table. It helps a lot.
Yeah.
So, from, well, this is a good one, more or less. We all saw your match with Michael Todd, which was, I bet, probably very, very difficult for you, the situation, how it happened. And don't get me wrong, I don't want to put the finger in the wound at all or disrespect you. But in general, talking, not just thinking about Michael Todd, is there any match that you would like to take again, and another rematch with any past adversary, or anyone that you would like to face in the near future as well?
Actually, I really want a rematch with Michael Todd, but not yet. Because the gap was too big. I have to. Yeah, he was better than me. He was faster than me. He was stronger than me. But one thing I think I could get him in maybe is my endurance. If I could get a proper stop on him. Some of the matches I got a little bit, but not a good enough position, and he was too strong, too fast. But he was better than me. But I don't think the gap is that big that it looks like he was 20 times stronger than me when I try to press, and you can't hit the press, and he just cut me off. So it looks like I look like a child compared to him. But I think the strength difference is not that big. So I really want a rematch, but I have to be realistic as well. It's no point now. I have to gain more to be at his level. That's the truth.
And yeah, I mean, I totally understand you, Lars. I totally understand you, and especially this close now to your match with Mad Mask. I bet that you have studied him. Do you have any surprise for him? I don't know. Would you like to tell me your secret strategy against Mask?
No, it's a totally different opponent. So styles make matches. So I think he's a better fit for me, for my style. No, actually, quite honest, I don't have any surprise, but I may have more option than last time we met. Last time we met, I knew I have to rely on the press, at least in the beginning of the matches. But when I pressed through him several times and he get tired, I think I did some top rolling and tried to hook, and but that's very hard to do in the first match when he is fresh and really crazy horse.
It was, well, bear with me, sorry. Oh, I don't want to die. I mean, I don't, not me, the battery of the laptop. I apologize. But I was, because we could always perhaps watch some of them actually from that match of Mad Mask. But anyway, I don't have the permission from Neil Pickup to do so, so we will skip that. But we'll have it in our minds. I mean, how it was the 5-1. We'll say, obviously, because you are now two completely different guys. Mad Mask has been on recovery. I mean, he has been using stem cells. He has been training hard. He's coming. He's hungry. He's playing at home. So I bet it's going to be very interesting. And also, I have to tell you this. This is like a kind of friendly warning, something that you already know. Someone I know very close is having his eyes on you. You know who am I talking about?
Devon.
Who you say?
Do you mean Devon?
No, no. I was thinking.
Because they are good friends, and me and Devon are good friends as well. So
Okay, but no. Well, I mean, of course. But I mean that one of my friends has had on you. I mean,
okay.
if they want to pull you as well.
No. I thought you mean like with Matt having a
Ah,
friend who
no.
have his
Okay.
spike on me. So I
My
misunderstand you maybe.
yeah,
Yeah.
my apologies. Yeah, misunderstanding. I was talking in this case like Frank Lamparelli has very nice eyes on you. He's very
Yeah.
curious about you, and I know that now he's watching. He's gonna watch all the matches and see because he sees potential rivals on all of you.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's very curious about you. So I was just wondering, have you ever thought, or what do you think about Frank as a possibly opponent in the future?
Yeah, I think that would be a great match as well. He looks really strong now. He was impressive last match with him. Yeah, he looks strong. He looks really strong. So that I'm thinking the same thing that me. I think we are close in the ranking as well. So I guess that could be a match anytime soon.
Hmm.
And he have a very interesting match with Dave Chaffee as well.
100%. Yes.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, yes. When I found out the first time that he was pulling Chafee, I was like, hmm, interesting. It's like I don't know what you think. It's like, well, his style, Dave. Like, wow, it's going to be a war. I really hope that it's going to be a war, and I do think that he has a chance. He has a chance, and even for example, I was talking not very long ago with Pascal Girard, and he
mm,
told me also as well, like, yeah, Frank, honestly, I think he has a chance against Dave, but
yeah.
we will see. We will see. We are expecting about that, buddy. We will see. I'm
That's
not
the
gonna
thing.
bet any money. I'm not
But
gonna
that's
bet
the
any
thing
money.
with all these matches, the level is so high that you can think what's gonna happen, but you don't. You
Mm,
don't. You really don't. Dave Chaffee is crazy strong, but Lamparelli he have some really good points. What you call it, sticky points or whatever you call it. So
yeah.
if if he get what he wants, you don't know what he
Mm,
can do it. He can
mm.
do it.
And
Yeah.
and aside from this match that we just spoke, for example, Lamparelli and Dave, and your match, do you have any match from all of that we're going to see on the car like is calling your attention?
From this card,
Yes, sir.
uh, almost all of them. I really love this card. It's so many fun matches, like Kamil and Michael Todd.
Yeah.
Very interesting for me because I feel like Kamil is like me before. He's bigger and stronger. I think he's stronger than I was at my strongest as well. But I will see if Michael can do the same thing like him, deny the press, or if is Kamil so big and strong now that Michael can't stop it. I'm very. That's maybe the match I'm most curious about. And Jerry,
Yes.
of course, same thing, same thing. Yeah, it's yeah. Too bad I'm going to compete. I really want to watch all the matches. I have to concentrate on my own. So
That's it. Once you finish yours, get back, see with the public, and that's it. Enjoy with popcorn, buddy.
yeah, I need to do that. I need to do that. Yeah, no, I can't pick one because it's so many good matches.
Mm.
It's so many good matches there. So I can't even remember all of them now. But when I see the card, oh yeah, that one and
I
that one and that one.
Yeah, I mean we could do a little game of predictions, but I bet that you're going to do that in the next podcast with, or did you already have the podcast with Engin recently?
No, I'm gonna have it maybe tomorrow, this weekend. I'm gonna have it soon. So
Excellent. I bet that you're gonna do like a full prediction of the car. But for example, Mindauga Star Cities, I'm curious about that one as well. Tom
yeah,
Holland and Craig Tullier. 'Cause Tom Holland is my mate from England. Well, I'm a Spanish, but I live here in England.
yeah,
And yeah, it's his debut, and I'm very curious. For example, I was discussing yesterday with Coach Ray. If I'm not wrong, he said time ago that he was considering he was considering Tom Holland as a potential threat for Samutsia. We will see. I mean, Tom Holland is debuting now. We don't have a magic ball to see what is going to happen in the future.
No.
But definitely, I'm gonna keep an eye very, very close on this guy in Tom Holland.
Yeah.
But we'll see because Craig Tullier is going to be a very tough cookie for him as well. But
Yeah.
we will
I've
see.
seen Craig compete times, and it's many years ago now, but he really impressed me. He was very explosive, bang, and yeah, it's not easy to stop. So that would be a good test.
Quick question: Rustam Babayev or Paul Lin?
Oh, it's so hard. I really don't know. It's like I'm cheering for Paul Lin. He's a great guy. I don't know Rustam that well. I think he's a great guy as well. But yeah, I don't really know because Norway is a Western country, but I guess Norway I'm East. Everybody for Europe is East, so I should cheering for the East. But
I'll tell you something about this. I saw Rustam doing the East vs West 10. I think it was in November last year. And I haven't seen him physically again until I think it was like 8 weeks ago or so, because we saw each other in Manchester during the Arm Gods, and Evany was there. Tom Holland was pulling against. Tom Holland had a super match with left hand with James Beach, and Rustam was there supporting one of his guys that had a super match as well. And look, we cannot judge anyone or anything, especially in terms of a super match in arm wrestling, based on the physical appearance of someone or the impression that you receive. But I was shocked with the physical looking of Rustam back then, because I saw him so huge in compared to the last time I saw him, and he felt so strong. Well, I mean, he's way stronger than me, but you know that when you see someone, it's like, wow. So when I saw him and I had that word with him, hey, Rustam, how you doing? Nice to see you again, blah, 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 blah. Pulling this, pulling that. I didn't even know back on that day that the rematch was already agreed or something. I was like, right, still a couple of months for this West 14 in Orlando, Florida, and I am already a little bit hype. I mean, in terms of personality and personal affinity, I would say I have much more affinity with Pauline, clearly. With Rustam is good guy, but it's not the same affinity for cultural, etc., etc. But I was like, okay, maybe Paul is going to be in trouble. Maybe we will see. And as I said, we cannot judge anything on a physical appearance. It was like 8 weeks ago or so.
Yeah.
But I was like, this Rustam is not the same Rustam I saw in the East of West 10.
Yeah, I back in the days, I did a lot of World Championship and a European Championship with Rustam. It was in the same competition, so I remember how good he was. And if he can come back to something like that, he's really a force. But on the other side, Paul Lin, he impressed me a lot last King of Devon, what he did to Lachlan. That was really impressive.
In the last match with Lachlan, I was hesitating, like with discussing with a couple of guys, and I was thinking, right, if Pauline gets the speed, definitely he's gonna have it. But not only he had the speed in the end, but like overall strength. He was way better. So
clearly stronger.
Absolutely. So for this match, I do have like that impression from Rustam the last time I saw him. He's traveling there, I think on the 8th. On the 8th, he's going to Orlando. We'll see, buddy. But I really expect that match to be a real war. And I'm going to be screaming from home, watching at the screen, I tell you. But anyway, okay. Next question, buddy. Next question. East vs West 14, couple of matches. What are your personal goals? What do you have in mind that you would like to do? Any not only about arm wrestling, which is obviously very important, but what are your personal goals after the East versus West and in general?
In general, I have a lot of different goals. No, I have a company that I'm building bigger and bigger, and I do buy houses and apartments, and I have a lot of things to do. That's going very well. That's a good thing, but the bad thing about it is it's hard to have the laser focus you need when you're competing. So like phones, some employees need something and some customers need something. So I need, after this competition, I maybe need to sit down a little bit with myself, and maybe I need to have a new employer who can take some of my work. And if I'm gonna go all in for arm wrestling, I know myself and I know how it is to compete in high level like I did before, and I know I need to sleep more then, I need to focus more, and not that I don't try now. I train a lot and I sleep a lot and I try to focus, but if I really want to level even more up, I know what I have to do. I know I need to have better focus and less things in my life that sucks energy. So I have to, yeah, make a balance with the different goals in life, and like family and work and business, investment, arm wrestling. So I need to have a plan. That's
Yes.
not, so not everything's floating and everything gets half done. I like to do things proper. So yeah, I will make a decision this fall, I think.
Once you make the decision, please let me know.
Yeah,
Because I think that if you commit full time to arm wrestling, I mean, I'm not going to say that you're going to defeat, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to say that you're going to defeat Levan, but it will be very interesting for the sport and probably not a very good news for some of your future opponents. It's
yeah.
just arm wrestling, buddy.
Thank you for kind words, but yeah, I agree. I think I can. I think I can progress a lot if I stepping really harder into it. As I said, I am trained a lot and doing a lot of things now, but I know I can do even more if I really am going into it even more. Yeah.
I'm sure that any decision that you will take, it will be obviously the best for you, buddy, because in the end, like I think the American states or they have something that they call the pursuit of happiness. So in the
Yeah.
end, you do what you feel you have to do, and that makes you more happy, buddy.
Yeah,
You are
that's
you
very good.
are you are in a sweet spot though. I mean, you are you were high level, decent high level strongman. You are a decent high level wrestler now, traveling. Also, you have your own business, so it's like you are already in a very sweet spot.
Yeah,
So
I am. Yeah, for sure, for sure. And it's nice to see the sport growing, and now we can you can get it. When I started, you just compete at Worlds, European, and I placed well. I took medals, and I was second in Europeans, but no money, just some local sponsors. Of course, they were very important. My sponsors, I couldn't do it without them, but it was not enough to make a living either. So you just use everything you get from sponsor and plane tickets, and it was fun. But now when you're a little bit older, you need to secure your living and everything. So to think a little bit different then. So that's the good thing we know with King of Table and East versus West. They are giving something back to the athletes as well.
absolutely. So
Yeah.
and this takes me to the next following question, buddy. How do you see the sport? How do you see the future of the sport with all the growth that we've been seeing, especially in the last 2 years? And yes, and we have to mention, of course, Larry Wheels. When he started, he did a lot for promotion of the sport. He brought a lot of attention, new people, and all these things that we've been seeing, especially lately with Devon Shahinashvili and Devon Larratt, rematch, all the story. How's looking like the future of the sport for you?
It's looked very promising, and I think the way to do it, you need someone like bodybuilding needed Arnold, and a lot of the other sport like boxing needed Tyson. And when we luckily we have Devon, because he's
Yeah.
starting to get a mainstream star now. Like even in Norway, people are not interested in arm wrestling, but they may see me in some newspaper, and when they meet me and ask, and they, do you know the guy Devon? You know him? So, and that's a good sign that ordinary people starting to recognize top level arm wrestler. So he have done a lot of good things, and of course Engin as well, with putting all these great shows together. So more people can pull in the same direction, and I think the future look very bright.
We saw I was discussing some of the rumors on the internet. Dana White this, Dana White that. Is he gonna buy the sport? Is he not gonna buy it because it's not the super match format as it is right now? Maybe it's not very attractive for a guy for like like Dana White. Blah blah blah. It's like we will see how the things are gonna go, but definitely the things are going up. Now we were discussing as well the Olympics. I think Americ Pradines, excuse me, was having a stand in the Olympics. Something like it was for many years discussing about is the arm wrestling going to be this year in the starting in the Paralympics, yes or not? The sport is starting to knock on the door of not only on the Olympics, at the Olympics door, but in general, like harder. So I definitely think that the future is bright because we're growing up, and this is the next one. After this, all perorata, like talking too much and not saying anything. I need to ask you this. This is the mass media question. You are a former, as I said, like 600 million times already. You as a former strongman, I'm very curious your opinion on Brian Shaw. Brian Shaw coming now into the sport. From your opinion, what do you think?
It's like a little bit like Larry Wheels. It's only good for the sport. Even if he's high level on medium level, or he doesn't really get it right, whatever, it's good. It's good. Because we need people like that. That's important part of growing the sport. And of course, you have one of the best grips in the world and one of the strongest bodies, so it shouldn't be that hard for him to get some kind of level. But of course, it takes time anyway. I've arm wrestling. I have arm wrestled a lot of strongmen, and when I was competing high level strongmen, of course, they knew I was an arm wrestler, and they did want to try. And every arm wrestler know that's not enough to be strong, not at all. So yeah, but we'll be curious to see. I follow Brian Shawn a lot, and he is like, when he wants something, he is very methodical. What you call it? Like he's smart, he knew what he have to do, and he do it. So I think he can do it if he really wants. I think he can get pretty high level, but it takes time anyway. So I hope he'll stick with it.
We saw she. The rest of us, we can only just watch, watch, and enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Just for finalizing, buddy, because I don't want really to take more of your time. We discussed about your incoming match with Matt Mask in the episode West 14. Second time you facing, and the first time it was like 10 years ago, as you told me or so. You don't really have many surprises for him. You didn't share with your strategy. I was wondering, is there any message or any statement you would like to do to Matt Mask?
I know he's ready, and I know he's be writing that he's preparing very good shape for me. So I don't hope he will disappoint me. I hope he bring his best, and I will do the same. And then we will just collide, and the best man will win. I think it will be fireworks. Matt is like, how he is fire up when he's arm wrestling, and yeah, it will be great. I'm ready. I'm really ready.
I can't wait to see the match, buddy. I can tell you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. A lot of matches that night. A lot of matches. But yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't know. I don't know. I was trying to predict your match. Difficult to tell. I think honestly you are a slightly favorite. That's what I think. How much? I can't really tell. I don't have a magic ball. And that's one of the
I
reasons, I really love this sport because you never know. In
You
the
never know. And I think the start will decide a lot because he's so explosive puller. I
end.
think if I can stop him in any meaningful position, I can win it. But if he knocks me totally out of the lane, it will be very hard with his. Whoa. So
I mean,
yeah, will be great.
honestly, with some of the matches you can, in general, not about just this card, you more or less could guess what is going to happen and you can be right. But in your case, I think you're a slightly favorite, but that's the point. I don't have a magic ball, but we'll see. Anyway,
Yeah.
uh, Lars, it's been a pleasure having you today and a real honor having you today as guest, having a very nice chat to you, interview, chat, call it whatsoever. Very humble, having the chance of talking to someone like you in the end. And really, I really wish you a good experience in
Thank
Orlando.
you.
This is West 14. I might ask, you know what? I might send you. I need to get a t-shirt and I might be able to send it to you so you can get it signed from me. Just one of the normal t-shirts of the event. I will see what I can do, but I will definitely like to have a little signature
Yeah,
from you,
of
buddy.
course, of course.
I will arrange that and I will let you know.
Yeah.
And now to finalize, I would like to perform a kind of tradition that I started with the great Mindaugas Duskas. Just to finish the podcast, I will do a lift for you in your honor. Okay?
Nice. Yeah.
You can judge the form whatsoever. That's totally fine. Right. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen. It's not a PR, but yeah, I think you can see perfectly.
I see.
Opana!
Opanaya, Georgian.
Of course.
Nice.
100%. 100% fan of Genadi.
Yeah, he's a great, really entertainer. I
Anyway.
hope he will be back soon.
Oh, I can't wait. I
Yeah.
can't wait. And that I tell you, when he faced Devon, I was betting for Gennadia because I remember the back on the day I was watching videos, seeing how much weight was one lifting the other one, doing
Yeah.
comparison, and after doing my own mathematical calculation, I say Gennadia is going to get the match, 100%, and he did. So yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That was a close match, a great match.
Oof, I
Yeah.
enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed
Yeah.
it a lot. I lost my voice for 2 days after the match because I was watching it with the boys at a friend's house. We were 5, 6 guys, table on the middle of the living room, watching the matches and pulling like
Yeah.
crazy. Which is if any novice guy is doing this, is not a healthy thing to do because you can get injury very easy.
Yeah.
But it was amazing evening, buddy.
Yeah, it was. It was for sure.
Again, Lars, thank you so much for coming. I hope that you had a nice time with me. I really,
I had
really,
a great time. Thank you for letting me.
you're very welcome. Next time I might do something different and special because I have some ideas, buddy.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna call it a day. And again, muchísimas gracias por estar aquí. Thank you very much for being here. And good luck, be healthy, and we keep in touch. Stay strong.
Same for you.
Well, mine is much smaller, but it's growing up as well.
Yeah.
Ciao, ciao, amigo.
Okay. See you. Bye.